Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Algebra 1, Lesson 75. We're talking about factors that are sums. Remember, factors, that is a number that's being multiplied. So we've been talking about factoring trinomials, so that would be pulling apart your trinomial into binomials that you multiply together to get your trinomial. It's really a fun process. Well, yesterday we talked about, or in our last lesson I should say, we talked about how sometimes you have a common factor and you need to get rid of that before you factor your trinomial. Well, sometimes your common factor will actually be a sum. For example, a plus b times x squared minus a plus b times x minus 6 times a plus b. I have a plus b being multiplied by each one of my terms. So that's actually my common factor, but it's all together as a plus b. So I have to get that out first. So I divide each one of my terms by a plus b, leaving me with a trinomial of x squared minus, so I get rid of it here, x minus, get rid of it here, 6. So I factored the a plus b out of each term. I've divided each term, so it gets rid of it, and I'm just left with my trinomial. So now I can factor my trinomial like normal. So I have, let's see, where do I want to write it? I'm going to write it over here, okay? So I have my parentheses, x in each one. Now, as part of my answer, I still need to recognize that I have this factor. So this is going to go in front. A plus b times whatever the factors of my trinomial are. So it's going to be the factors of -6. So the factors of -6 would be 1 and 6, and 2 and 3. Since this back answer is negative and this middle answer is negative, it means that one answer is positive and one answer is negative. Or one factor, I should say. So it's going to be 3 and 2. Should it be -2 and +3, or is it going to be -3 and +2? Well, -2 plus 3 is +1. -3 plus 2 is -1. Well, I have -1 here, so it has to be a +2 and a -3. And again, it doesn't matter the order. If you put -3 first and +2 second, that's the same thing. Okay, so that would be your answer for this problem. Put that in a little box. Okay, let's try the next one. X plus y times x squared plus 9x times x plus y plus 20 times x plus y. Whew. So I have x plus y as a factor in each one of my terms. So I can get rid of that. I can divide each term by x plus y to pull it out of there. So I'm left with x squared here, positive 9x here, positive 20 here. So that's my trinomial, x squared plus 9x plus 20. Now I can factor my trinomial. So I know that in front I have this factor always of x plus y. Then I set up my two parentheses, x and x. Every term is positive, so that means these two terms are going to be positive as well. Marker's starting to quit on me. Okay. So what are the factors of 20? Excuse me, guys, just a second. I want to move this so I don't drop it. Okay. What are the factors of +20 that when added together are going to give me 9? Let's think about it. 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 4 times 5. Aha! 4 times 5. Since they're both positive, that one's really easy. X plus 4. X plus 5. I don't even have to think about one being negative and one being positive. All right, let's go to our third and final example. M times x minus 1 times x squared plus 7mx x minus 1 plus 10m times x minus 1. So for each one of these problems, I have the common factor of x minus 1. But that's not it. I have another common factor. Do you see it? M. There's one m in each of my terms. So I can take out altogether m and x minus 1. and leave me with the rest of my trinomial. So when I divide by m and x minus 1 here, I'm left with x squared. Here I'm left with, get rid of my m and my x minus 1, positive 7x. Here, get rid of my m and x minus 1, and I'm just left with positive 10. Okay, so to factor it, I know I still have my m and x minus 1. Then I have my two parentheses. So the factors of 10 that added together get me a positive 7. Since everything is positive, that means both of my terms are positive. So 10 is 1 times 10, 2 times 5. Positive 2 and positive 5 will both get me positive 7. So there you go. That's simple. Pause and do your practice on the bottom of page 273. Okay, you should be back now. Letter A, you should have gotten a plus b in parentheses, x plus 3, x plus 5. Or you could have had x plus 5, x plus 3. Doesn't matter the order. Letter B, you should have taken out c, m minus b. So c, then times m minus b in parentheses. Then your trinomial factors to x minus 6 and x plus 4, or you may have written it as x plus 4, x minus 6. As long as you have the negative 6 and the positive 4, it doesn't matter the order. All right, that's it for today's lesson. I'll see you in our next one. Bye.